Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sign It Live. This is a special WrestleCon edition with me, the Guru, Tommy Thomas, with the Impact World Champion and guitar legend, might I add, Rich freaking Swann.
Yeah, baby.
Guys, we're just going to do a concert tonight. Yes, you have orders that you will get filled. But we are down here in Florida and we are rocking out with Rich Swann. Swann, what do you call that song?
I call this, yeah, baby.
For those of you that don't know, Sign It Live is a show where Rich Swann is going to sign these pictures.
Sign all of your pictures, baby.
Live and on your television screen.
Live on your television screen. Yeah.
And don't forget, y'all, pre-orders in at 5 p.m. So if you want your Rich Swann pictures personalized for $20, that's right, Rich, out of the goodness of his heart, is personalizing all of these pictures for absolutely no added cost today. So head on over to highspotsauctions.com and pick up your Rich Swann personalized 8x10 photos. We've got multiple ones. Do we have them up on the screen, Big Steak? We don't have any graphics today. We're bare bones in it today, y'all. That's why I'm hosting and not Michael. Michael is elsewhere doing another signing with an important guest. Not like Rich isn't important, but you know, Michael prioritizes things weirdly, so he sends me to hang out with my friends. But we've got these great photos. We're gonna put them under here so that the fans at home can see them. That one, tell us a little bit about this photo, Rich.
You know, this right here was, I believe, coming down at the Royal Rumble at, what is the name of that stadium? The Alamo Dome.
In Dallas or Texas?
In, I want to say...
Houston.
Houston, yeah. It's in Houston. It's the very famous Alamo Dome. Terry Funky would be talking about it a lot, going down to the Alamo. But this is where I defend my Cruiserweight Championship for the very last time against, people know him now as Pac the Bastard. At that time, he was Neville.
I didn't know you did impersonations. We've known each other for quite some time, and you don't do a lot of impersonations. But that was amazing, because we don't really talk about wrestling when we hang out, except for like occasionally when we're at the show. Another one is this one. This, you also have the Cruiserweight. This looks like the stock photo that they put with your match graphic.
Yes, indeedy. This right here was when they told me, hey, get ready, go ahead on and take this photo for us. You're the new Cruiserweight champion, and we're going to put this on WWE.com, and let's have this as your photo. And I said, all right, let's get it.
Who was the person that told you that?
You know, there's so many people that work there. I forgot his name. I'd be lying if I told you I remember. It was one of the photographers, and there's so many people that work there. Like, it's been a long while.
So what you're saying is there's jobs. There's jobs in wrestling.
There's jobs everywhere, baby.
All right, speaking of, we also have this to continue to end your WWE run. Can you tell us, I know you probably don't remember this exact moment, but can you tell the fans what you were doing in the picture?
No, this was, I can tell you for sure, because I would only wear my Junction 3 gear, this specific one, on Monday Night Raw. So this is definitely a 205 Live segment on Monday Night Raw. And, you know, doing my signature Michael Jackson beat it freaking, you know, before I hit the split.
With the jacket and everything, y'all.
You know.
Now, moving on, we're going to go to something a little bit more current times. Another stock photo, I'm assuming, but more current.
Another stock photo after I won this beautiful bad boy right here, the Impact World Unified Championship, you know what I'm saying? I dropped one of my rings down here too.
I like the fact that you unified it, by the way.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Moose, he brought the TNA World Championship back, and he thought that, that could be a contender, that could be the top championship, the top prize in Impact, and I had to show him, what was up.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
And to continue with your time in Impact, you did unify the title. How'd that meeting go? Can you tell us anything about how that went down? You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Moose, like I said before, he brought the TNA World Championship about. And at first, he was just carrying it around as a piece. He was carrying it around as a prize. It wasn't legit. It wasn't the championship that was sanctioned. And he walked around with that championship for about a year, even decided to defend the dang thing. And, after a while, how could you say it? One of the owners of Impact Wrestling, one of the head of board of directors, Scott D'Amore, he said, "Look, Moose, you want to carry this championship around? You want to make it legit? How about we sanction the championship?" They made it official, and once they made it official, he defended the championship one time officially against Jake something. I had about 4 title shots or 4 championship matches under my belt already, and they said, "Look, this championship right here has legacy. This title right here, we're building legacy, and there can only be one top world champion." And at Sacrifice, we sacrificed it all, and I beat that boy. He's a big boy.
He's like 7'12".
Yeah.
He is a giant.
He's huge. He's huge.
And now, last but certainly not least, this incredible turnbuckle pad. I'm gonna put it in the hard cam in just 1 second here. We're backwards here. We call this cam the hard cam, the up close one. But this will be signed in an incredible blue paint pen to go along with it. And we have 7, count them, 7 left. Lucky number 7 at $75 a piece. And of course, Josh, will Rich be putting anything on these pads?
That is up for Rich to decide what he wants to put.
So basically, if you buy a pad, Rich is going to put whatever Rich wants to put, as well as his signature. So can you give us just one thing that you might put on someone's pad?
I'd put "Party all night long, rock it all night long, stay strong, baby." That's how we do.
That is a long inscription, but you've already heard it here. He's going to do it.
He signs the same thing on every one.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're going to do the same one?
For shipping purposes.
Hey, party all night long.
There you go. That's it.
Party all night long will be the inscription on these Rich Swann turnbuckle pads. Once again, in the close-up cam next to that beautiful championship. Now, guys, once again, personalizations close at 5 p.m. today. I'm reading my notes if you can't tell. As well as you can join us a little bit later tonight. That's why we're cutting off the personalizations for a a virtual gimmick table. I'm going to throw the pin at the camera. Virtual gimmick table with Sue Young. Rumor has it she has been seen in the building. No one knows which Sue showed up. Rich, do you know what Sue showed up today?
I have no clue, and that's my wife. Everybody knows that, and I don't even know. I don't know who the hell is coming. I don't know if Susie coming. I don't know if Sue Young coming. I don't know if Suzanne coming. I don't know who the hell. Sometimes that girl be crazy. That girl got 3 different personalities. Yeah. That girl be crazy. She coming in with the paintball glasses, you see. Or she could be spacey. She could be a little girl as Susie. But I don't know. I'm doing this off the top of my brain, 'cause she got me going insane with these 3 personalities.
that will soon be available on SoundCloud. Check out Rich's SoundCloud. That'll be coming out very, very soon. Now, later tonight at 9:15, we're going to be starting late because, once again, as he just sang a song about, Sue is kind of wild and out of pocket. So she might, we're just going to run long. We already know that's going to happen.
We don't know.
But at 9:15, we will have Big Sexy himself.
Oh, snap.
Yes, that one. I feel weird calling another man Big Sexy, but we're talking about the one and only Kevin Nash. I liked him as Oz. That was my personal favorite incarnation.
I liked him as...
That's what he did. See, you guys didn't think you'd get a concert today when you tuned in live, but you will today. Once again, personalizations are ending at 5 p.m.
They're ending at 5. They're ending at 5. They're ending at 5.
Now, I think we're going to start Sign It Live. Rich, before we get heavy into the signings,
Yes, sir.
anything you want to say before we really get into this?
You know, I just want to say I know it's been a rough year for everybody. But, you know, I really appreciate everybody just supporting wrestling in any type of way that we can. I support it. You support it. He supports it. We all support it. Everybody, the love will always go around when it comes to this profession, baby. And that's what I always got to say about that. Not me.
You heard it from here first. Since normally I'm the producer on this show and Michael's the host,
Yes, sir.
so now I have to go do production duty. So if you don't mind playing a quick little melody for the entertaining audience out there while I go get this production stuff ready.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Hey, can I ask a question? Have you ever played the guitar with that thing, with the championship?
I have not. I want to. I'm planning on it. It's something
That's the plan for your future.
Yeah,
That's the next accomplishment.
That's the next accomplishment, to be coming out and just rocking out. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're gonna start off this show. This picture is going to the United Kingdom to a Thomas Clark. Here we go, and he would like you to write
Sir.
to Thomas.
Two. Big
To
time.
Thomas.
Yes, indeedy. Oh, it's already open for
Yep.
me.
THOMAS. I don't have a little box next to me to put the stuff in. I'm just speaking openly to not just the audience at home, but to the producers in the room right now. All right, Thomas, this one's yours. You saw Rich, sign it live.
I shot that bad boy live.
For all the crap you put Michael through.
I know. This is his sweet, sweet revenge. All right, this one is going to Billy O'Donnell in DuPont, PA. Billy doesn't want a personalization. Billy is not bad, or is not good with this whole thing. He's getting a free personalization, but he just wants you to sign it, just your name.
Hey, I'll just say thank you. Is that okay, Billy? I mean, I always put that on every single signature. I always put a thank you.
See, if you don't get a personalization, Rich wants to put thank you on every single one of these.
Yes, indeed. Just for the support, you know what I'm saying? Just for the support.
This one will be to Darren, Darrin. This is Darren Lilly, gosh darn lily pad from St. Louis, Missouri.
Bam.
Boom. All right. This next one, they're right here, by the way. People have now walked in front of me, and they're giving me notes. This is exactly what Michael goes through every single time. Now, this one is to Mitch Fredrickson in Hutchinson, Minnesota. He wants you to write to Mitch, Impact Champ.
Yes. Impact Champ.
There we go. That is a great signature, Rich.
That's all right.
Is that the big R and the giant S?
yes,
Is
sir,
the S
yes,
supposed
sir.
like kind of like a swan? In case you guys did not notice
Yes,
that,
indeedy.
because he's
Yes,
Rich
indeedy.
Swann.
And that's my real last name, baby. It's graceful. You know what I'm saying?
All right, this one. Yes, Josh.
I stepped out of the room for a second. Did you guys approach the Funko Pop sitting on the table?
This thing.
Yeah. Have you talked about it at all?
What is it, Rich? Apparently, I don't. Look, we're gonna backtrack for a second.
We just have people asking about the Funko.
What is this? What is this?
This
That
right
that
here
is.
is a fully gimmicked.
You gotta.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. This right here is a fully gimmicked, limited edition. It will never be sold again. Funko Pop bobblehead. It will be going for $75, my good friends.
And that is crazy. We only have a hard 9, so
But explain. We're gonna get some personalizations out of the way.
Yes,
And then we're gonna VGT hard card those.
okay.
So let everybody know how that works, please.
So we are going to knock out some more personalizations before we start bidding on this before we open up the channels so that you can buy this Funko. Remember, we only have 9. So this sale is going to happen randomly. We don't want you guys just waiting in the comments, just like, oh, typed it out so you can press enter. No, we're going to do it so random that way everybody has an opportunity at this limited edition Rich Swann Funko Pop, made by Fully Gimmick.
Never be sold again, baby.
Never, and of course, he will be signing these Funko Pops if you love them signed. All right, we're gonna keep moving on, Rich. Lance Brock. Here we go.
He sounds like a wrestler.
There we go,
Lance
sir.
Brock.
Lance Brock.
Making his way to the ring from
Taylor, Michigan.
making his way to the ring from Taylor, Michigan. He weighs in at an unknown note. This is Lance Brock.
Wait, that sounds kind of heelish, though. I feel like we'd be like, boo,
Lance Brock.
we hated what you did to Wahoo McDaniels, Lance Brock.
Dang you.
Okay, but he just wants you to sign it. Or I'm sorry, Lance 360 Wrestling Pod. He's advertising his podcast. It's called the Lance 360 Wrestling Podcast. So yes,
to Lance
360.
360 Wrestling Pod.
And now these guys get to ask some questions.
Yes, sir.
Lance wants to know, what's been your favorite match that you've had in Impact so far?
My favorite match that I've had in Impact so far, man, there's so many. I'd probably have to say there's a toss-up between myself and Phoenix from my second match ever on Impact TV. And then the next one would have to be from my first Rebellion against Sami Callihan for the X Division Championship. I got to show another side of myself to a wider audience that, sometimes Rich Swann can get a little hardcore, if you know what I mean. A little extreme. Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on to Craig O'Connor from West Islip, New York. Craig wants you to write to Craig all night long.
Yes, indeedy.
I feel like he's watched a little bit of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
Oh, I think so. I think he has. Ricochet and myself, we used to rock out all over the country, all over the world. to Lionel Richie, and man, there was some good times. It was some good times.
What's your best memory with good old Rico Chet?
My best memory would have to be we were in York Hall. It was our first time ever together in England, and it was the only tag team championships that we ever won in our whole existence in teaming. And as soon as we came out, the crowd just chanted all night long for about 10 minutes and wouldn't let myself, Will Ospreay, Paul Robinson, we couldn't even touch each other. They wanted us to dance off and, dance to all night long. It was an amazing feeling.
Isn't that the best thing where, like, you go out there to do this physical, combative sport, and they want you to just dance
And they just
for a
want
little
you to
while.
go out and just entertain.
All right, we're going to move on. This is going to James Thompson out in the UK. He wants it signed to James and Brenda. I'm assuming James and Brenda are married people.
Yes, sir. I'd assume.
Either that or it's like, a man whose middle name is James and Brenda. Like, that's like his full name. We don't know. It's right there. To James and Brenda.
I just don't want to be that guy that misspells somebody's name. Like,
And yeah, they get mad about that. They get real salty. about
and
that.
I understand it though too, because especially if your name, you put it in the order, and then the person misspells it anyway, they weren't paying attention.
This one is going to Dan Hawkins in Bridgeport, West Virginia. Dan would like you to write Dan the Man, World Champion. And Dan also has a question for you. He wants to know how you felt when you first saw your first action figure.
Man, I tell you, it was probably one of the best feelings I've ever had. I can just remember as a child just being, in my living room in the, one-bedroom apartment with my brother and mother, and just making all the racket, making all the noise I could with all the action figures that, I could have. And, man, it was just something crazy when you work your whole life. You know what I'm saying? It's something that you actually love and care about. And then you turn around and on the table there is an action figure of something that you just dreamed of. It's just something that I'll never, ever just get rid of in my mind, and nobody could ever take that away from me. I'll never take it for granted. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Yeah.
And just like this pop figure that you can get later tonight, not right now. Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now. But later tonight for $75.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to keep moving on to the signings. This goes to Sean Knowles in Marlboro, Connecticut. He wants you to write to Sean.
Yes, sir.
Any stories about Connecticut at all going up to Titan Towers?
Oh, man, let me tell you. There's so many. Probably, though, my favorite story would have to be my debut for Monday Night Raw. It was very fun, very nerve-wracking, very exciting, all at the same time. It was my first time getting to be in that big arena atmosphere for Monday Night Raw, and freaking, man, I tell you what, I leave for the arena early from the hotel, and as soon as I get to Memphis, I'm driving around the arena. I cannot find the parking, and call time was at 2:00. I'm driving around the arena for about an hour. I get there at 1:00. I'm driving around, and I could not find this parking, and I'm starting to sweat. I'm in my suit. I'm just like, oh gosh, I'm about to get fired on my first day on main roster on TV. Somebody please help me. Why me? I see Seth Rollins behind me. I'm like, all right, no, man, I'm not good. He's here. He deserves that. He supported that. He's gotten here. Da 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 da. Freaking, I finally find parking because I follow him, and he's been there before, obviously. And then finally get in, and my man's like, "Young Richard, why are you sweating so much? Why is your button like that on my shirt?" And we get into the building, and he's like, "Trust me, kid. You're fine. You're okay. Don't worry about it." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sweating." And he was right. I was fine. Nothing happened. And I just made sure that nothing like that ever happened again. I left double early, extra early, like,
See, and that's why we love Rich Swann. Leaves extra early to make sure he gets here on time in case there's parking. Like, there's crazy parking here.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
Ridiculous, yeah.
All right, we're going to move on. This one goes to Joseph LeCurry in Cross River, New York. He wants it to Keira. Keira. And Joseph has a question for you. He wants to know, who is your favorite person to wrestle?
My favorite person to wrestle, man, it's so hard because there's so many guys out there that I just love getting in there and locking up with. I'll say somebody now that I love wrestling a lot, and then somebody from the past that I haven't been able to get in there with in a very long time. I'd say somebody now that is my favorite person to wrestle. I would have to say, man, most likely Sami Callihan, and the person that I loved wrestling so much and that we had so much great chemistry ever since we first started in this business is Adam Cole. He's one guy that, you know what I mean? Yeah, baby. He's one guy that I used to love getting in there with and just killing it.
At PWG?
Yeah, PWG, and even way back before PWG, we both came from the same area, from Pennsylvania, Maryland area. So we'd wrestle a lot at a place in PA called National Championship Wrestling or New Elite Wrestling, or we'd wrestle in Maryland under Maryland Championship Wrestling.
MC Dub?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we had a lot of good ones, and it was very fun.
Shout out to all the guys in MCW, by the way.
Yes,
They're a great
sir.
promotion.
Great promotion. They have, they helped skyrocket Leo Rush and Patrick Clark, who goes by Velveteen Dream now. So many people have come out of MCW. Joey Mercury, Joey Matthews, Christian York. They've all made something of themselves. Ruckus,
Yeah.
there's something,
Anybody in that area goes through MCW to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
All right, we're going to keep moving on here. Michael Payne from Canada, Cambridge, Ontario.
Yes, indeed.
He would like you to write to Michael, Cruiserweight Champ.
That's just because they're from Canada,
And speaking of, he did mention Sami Callihan, who has been,
to
Michael Cruiserweight Champ, who was a guest on one of our virtual gimmick tables. And if you have not seen some of the items that he signed, as well as the items that Rich is signing right now, head on over to highspotsauctions.com, where you have about 30 minutes left to get your Rich Swann personalizations. No extra charge this time. Rich is doing this out of the goodness of his heart today, where he is not charging any extra for any personalizations. So whatever you want him to write, he's going to write it within reason, of course, guys.
Within reason,
Like, he's not going to write the lyrics to the song he sang earlier, which, if you guys didn't hear the song he sang earlier, it was fantastic. He's not going to play it again during the show.
Top of my head. It was off the top of the dome. That was called Freestyle, baby.
But there will be other songs played throughout the show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, to continue on, this person would like it signed to Jay. J-A-Y. Jay Corrales from Fairfax, Virginia.
Oh, yes, indeedy. Fairfax. That's a DMV area, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, DMV represent. That's why we get along. I'm from DC, he's from Baltimore, so we have different taste in baseball teams, but the rest of it we get along for. I guess football teams now too.
Yeah, you know, but it's all good. It's all good.
Now we're gonna move on. This person would like you to write. This person is Brandon Vincent from Fairhaven, Mass.
All right.
He would like you to write WWE Cruiserweight Champ 11/29/16.
Oh man, what's it? CRIUS.
Let's see. Yeah, it's in the photo. CRUISER.
I'm like, hold on.
We're performers, not spellers, guys. We're
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm not trying to be that guy.
Now, we've talked a lot about your past on here. We talked about your time at the Fed. We talked about your time at PWG.
Yes,
We didn't talk about your time overseas, because when I first met you, you had just come back from one of your multiple tours of overseas. Can you tell the fans at home a little bit about the massive culture shock differences that you had about first going over there? Because you were very young when you first went over there.
I was 18, 19 when I first started going over there, and when I first started going, like, it was just nobody spoke English, of course. It was hard to communicate. But the thing that made it easy was everybody was so kind and nice and forthcoming and willing to help you out, and not just the people that I came there with and that I was on tour with, but just the civilians of Japan. They were just willing to help you get through anything, and once I felt that and got that reaction when I first went over there, I decided that, especially since I'm going to Japan for 3 months at a time, coming back home for maybe a week, go back for 3 months, I might as well try to understand and pick up the culture and learn how to speak. I even in Corkin Hall, I had to sing Mochizuki Masaki's song once they realized that, I could pick up things by ear. And that's how I was able to learn. I'm not, a Kenny Omega or anybody else that, can speak fluently, but I can listen and I can hear and I can speak a little bit of Nihongo. Watashi wa Uruchi Swann desu ne. Genki desu ka? Hi.
What does that mean? What would you just say? Are we going to get pulled off the air?
No. I mean, it just means, hey, my name's Rich Swann. How are you doing?
Can you one more time into that camera say that one more time, slow for the fans at home, so they can maybe know it for their own? Like,
so watashi wa, watashi wa, your name, watashi wa Richie Swann. Genki, like if you're a wrestling fan, Genki Horiguchi. Genki des ska, like ska, like rock band. Genki desu ka? Watashi wa Richie Swann desu. Genki desu ka? Hi.
I would try that, but I can barely get through speaking English on these feeds. But you did bring up a big name, but before we talk about it, we're going to sign this picture to Mike Peach in Happy Valley, Goose Bay, Canada. He wants you to write to Mike. Now, there was a name that you mentioned, and I wasn't going to bring it up because I don't know. You've been swamped with a lot of press about this, so, and as your friend, I don't like to just talk about things you don't want to always talk about. But I've heard a rumor that you have a match coming up.
Oh yes, sir. Oh no,
against the person that you named just a second ago.
Yes, sir. It's no rumor. It's official. It's going down April 25th for Rebellion Impact Wrestling pay-per-view. It's possibly, no, not possibly, this is the biggest opportunity of my career to challenge for another world championship that, comes from another promotion that is represented by another, and not just another, a huge television station in TNT. And then you have Impact, who has had a legacy for years and years and has stayed alive and is on Access TV. And now I'm, representing the Impact World Championship. And for the first time, it's unprecedented in this industry. You never see two top promotions in wrestling take their world champions and put them in the same ring and let them vie for both championships. And that's what's going to happen. I'm getting an opportunity at the AEW World Championship, and Kenny Omega is getting an opportunity at the Impact Unified World Championship. And there will be a winner. There will be no shenanigans. There will be a winner.
Now, you already know I'm cheering for you. You already know I'm rooting for you.
I appreciate that.
So I have to know when you win, because I am rooting for you to win this. So I don't like to be wrong. So I'm calling it right now. This man will unify professional wrestling.
3 championships.
When you win, are you going to make one big title, or are you going to carry around? You're going to have the luggage go heavy? Because you could be like Muda. You want all 50 championships to drape all over.
And that's the thing. That's one goal that I've always wanted to attain, that classic picture of the Ultimo Dragon with all of the different cruiserweight and junior heavyweight championships out there, and I totally respect the idea of taking so many legendary championships and putting them all into one, but just the image of having all of that gold draped around your arms, your neck, on your waist, on your shoulders. Hell, I might even melt one down and put them on my teeth, have some grills out here. No, ain't doing that. But I'm just saying, just that image of having all that gold is just iconic. So I'd love to have that picture.
You're not going to go full comma and melt one down for the chain.
Making a chain, that's what I was thinking with my grills. You know what I'm saying? I have my own little version. Show them off, like, yeah, got the title, baby. But damn, could you imagine if somebody had melted down the championship to make it as a grill title, and then they're defending the championship, and they lose the championship? Does that person that won the title, do they have to put the grills in?
In this time of COVID, I don't think that'd be okay. You got, put it in your mouth. You just want to put it in your mouth.
Put it up in there, baby. Hey.
Would it be diamonds? Would each little grill, would it spell out world across the T? Or would it have the just miniature championships on each little
it would have the
line?
championships as the diamonds, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is.
You guys heard it here first. When Rich Swann unifies professional wrestling,
I'm about the title belt to grill.
one title will be melted into a grill. Just one. Not all of them, but just one of them.
Smile for me, baby. What you looking at? I want to see your grill. You want to see my what?
And of course, if you want him to write, I will turn championships into grills, you can head on over to highspotsauctions.com. You still have 20 minutes left to get your personalizations in for Rich Swann. They are just $20. We also have 7 of these amazing Rich Swann turnbuckle pads. He will sign them with an incredible song lyric that he wrote about partying all night long. All right, we're going to move on, Mr. Swann. This goes to Nima Vazzarini from Fairfax, Virginia. Nima would like you to write to Nima, N-I-M-A.
To
Nima. Do you have a song about Nima? That's a unique name.
You know what?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, to Nima, that is yours. It has been signed live officially.
it twice. Know that I just know the name was nice. Don't throw it all away. Just give it away. Nima, oh, that name's so nice. So nice, I'll even say it twice. Nima, oh, that's right.
Wait, we got to change the name. Keep playing. Now we're going to change it to David.
David, I'm about to sign your name on next to mine. Is it all you want? I'm here to sign
It live.
to David Live.
He would like to David, Impact Champion.
To David. Oh, Impact World Champion, baby.
We limit them to 25 characters so they can't fit Impact World Champion in the line. Rich is just being nice and adding in the world word. Wow, the word world. Wow.
Wow.
Don't worry about what I ate before the show.
You know what I'm saying? It's
to
okay,
prepare.
guys. It's okay.
We're gonna move on to this guy, Dalton Harris from Seymour, Missouri. By the way, the last one went to. I'm sorry, I didn't read the name out. If you don't mind reading this name, David Gravely
David Gravely
from Pickens, South Carolina.
from South Carolina. Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I dig that.
So he probably saw you at PWX at a certain
Yeah, I
point.
used to love going to PWX. Brian Canabrosi, there goes a shout out, Daddy. You got my number, brother.
Yeah. Wait, tell him again. Because he's probably watching right now. Tell him, look him in the eye and be like, you could have a future unifier of all of wrestling.
I will say, it's not all his fault. It's mine too. I'm one of the hardest people in professional wrestling to get a hold of. I ain't got no
Facts.
social media. I, sometimes leave my phone in a different room and don't check it till the next day. Literally, I'm being serious. Because sometimes I be, oh, cloud nine, baby.
True story. I called him up. He called me back 20 minutes later. Left a voicemail. By the time the voicemail hit my phone, I was already redialing. Didn't pick up till the next day.
Hey, that's just how it be.
That's how it goes
That's
sometimes.
how it be.
Dalton Harris from Seymour, Missouri. Dalton digs the energy. He wants you to write any to Dalton, any inscription you want to put. But he also has a question before you put the inscription.
Yes, sir.
He wants to know, and this is no joke, you can read it with your own two eyes, who's your first challenger after you beat Kenny?
Who's my first challenger after I beat Kenny? Well, I told Moose that if he wants me at any point, we can do it again. I'm a fair man. I know that he, at a couple times in that match that we had, he had me beat, and I'm not, somebody that's not willing to admit that. I can admit that, but the fact of the matter is I was the better man that night, and I'm willing to prove that I can do it again. Lightning can strike twice in the same battle.
Damn right. All right, this is going to Dalton. And like I said, he wants you to write anything, any kind of inscription you want to put.
To Dalton, thank you for your support. Bam.
There we go. Dalton Harris, you're getting your picture very soon.
Thank
we're
you,
gonna
Dalton.
we're gonna keep this train on a rolling. They asked for this one. This is to Michael Miza in Rockford, Illinois. Michael just wants you to write to Michael, Michel. And now, guys, you have roughly 15 minutes to head on over to highspotsauctions.com and sign up to get your Rich Swann pictures personalized before we shut down personalizations for the night. All right. This is going to Jesse Vaughn. in Lynn, Mass. They just want you to write to Jesse and write any inscription you would like to write.
JESSE.
SSE. Jesse Vaughn.
Thank you. Party.
Thank you and party.
All night long. Yeah. Baby.
All right, we're going to keep this ball rolling, Rich. Okay. This goes out to Christine Woods at an undisclosed Papa John's location in which... Wait a minute.
Hey, what's a reference to the city of Baltimore? Like just something that someone from
Chocolate
only
City.
Baltimore.
Being delivered to a Papa John's in Chocolate City. She would like you to write to Christine, Baltimore proud.
To Christine.
Who's at an undisclosed Papa John's
She's at undisclosed Papa John's
in Chocolate City.
in Chocolate City. I know it's really nice. I really want some pizza now.
Christine Woods.
Christine Woods, we're getting beats. So after I'm done from your town, so that was to Christine.
Yes. She would like you to write to Christine. Wait, hang on. Let me find it again. To Christine, Kristine, Baltimore proud.
I'ma put Baltimore proud.
And she says that she loved the Rascals' farewell match. She wants to know what advice you gave them.
I just told him, hey, you're going on, moving on, but just know, throughout this, always keep your head up, stay humble, no matter what happens, no matter how successful you get, no matter the low points, the high points, the points where you don't think that anything is, worth it in that company or something like that. Just remember that you asked for this, we worked for this, and that this business owes us nothing, and that we should be grateful. And, I just told him, just make the most of every single opportunity that you get. And, they're great guys, and they're great, they're humble, they're respectful, and I think they're going to have a long-lasting career where they at up in New York, baby.
I think they won some sort of championship last night, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, they won the tag team championship?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'm almost 110% sure they won last night.
That's the Rascals' old theme song. If you guys didn't know.
Speaking of Rascals, we have this going to Anthony Armato in Blackwood, New Jersey. He just wants you to write to Anthony, Anthony.
Anthony.
Right, you remember Conan.
Oh, yeah.
How he was like, that's enough. I'm about to ask you, what's your title? Tell me that's enough. Can I touch this though? Yeah, we just talked about this behind some paper. Can I touch this for a second though? I really do. I just want to. I can hold it?
Yes, please.
Tell me that's enough.
Because
Woo! This is amazing.
all of us, baby. Not only am I the world champion, we're all the world champion, but I'm the world champion, baby.
I get to hold
You
it.
know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Now I'm being told that's enough. That's what I'm being told. That's what I was being told. They said they looked over there like, you touch it, that's enough, and then I gave it back.
Look at this beauty, though.
That's a beautiful
It's a
title.
beautiful championship, you know what I'm saying? And soon I'll be adding another diamond-plated championship to my collection after I get the surfboarder, Kenny Omega.
Now,
As Jim Cornette likes to call him, Mr. Twiddly Toes. You know, my buddy Big Jim out there, shout out.
Now, do you think that that's the most beautiful title you've ever held? Like, because I know you like a good-looking championship.
You know, I love a good-looking championship. I'd say, oh man, it's definitely a toss-up. I'd say this World Championship and the the FIP World Championship are possibly the two best-looking championships that I've ever had the opportunity of holding. And I have another title. Only, you know,
And speaking of the FIP championship, you can pick up almost all the Rich's tenure and FIP over at highspots.com. Once again, that is highspots.com. But while Rich is looking for more championships, and I'm not just talking about across the world, I'm talking about in this room right now, head on over. You got about 5 minutes left until personalization's cut off. Josh is about to print out more orders coming up in a minute for Rich Swann. Personalizations will be cut off at 5. And don't forget to tune in later tonight at 7 p.m. Sue Young is in the building. Someone has seen her. Someone has seen that she is in the building. They couldn't give us much detail. Just like, we saw her, and they ran off. And then later tonight, of course, at 9:15, we will have Kevin Nash doing a Sign It Live.
Big Kev.
But Rich is about to show off some championships here.
This right here is a very special championship. It is the Wrestling Revolver Tag Team Championship, which I currently hold now with the Mr. Bad Attitude, Jason Cade.
Oh, that guy's an asshole.
Hey, man.
That guy's an asshole, straight up.
I'm trying to teach him the ways. I'm trying to teach him how to be a good person. I guess Statlander, she
didn't help. She didn't help.
She basically ditched him off, and you know, I'm coming back to pick up the pieces, and you know, we are, you know, on the road to success. As you can see, we hold tag team championships. Very nice promotion down in Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah, shout out to you guys.
And of course, we've one of several of our people at High Spots, of course, the Man Scout Jake Manning and Caleb Conley have been very frequently on those shows. Yes. Caleb, including being the Scramble champion for a little while there.
Yes, and indeed, this is another heavyweight championship that I hold. It is a very beautiful heavyweight championship. It is the NGW heavyweight championship that is based out of Tennessee. It's a very hot
You just
promotion.
popped one of our producers over here.
Yes, indeed. It's a very great promotion. I've, had great matches there with Shane Strickland, with Matt Cross, so many people, and it's definitely a promotion that I'm so glad to be able to represent, and so glad that they gave me the opportunity to hold this championship. And there's nothing that I love more than to go out and perform for those people, because they really care about the sport that I love, baby.
Daggone right.
Yes, indeed.
They want you to hold it up again, please, if you don't mind.
Yes, indeed.
And you can watch this on the High Spots Wrestling Network, the best $9.99 in the biz. You can watch.
Indeed.
Rich, what's the first match they're gonna watch on NGW?
The first match that they're definitely gonna need to check out is myself versus Shane Strickland. We went out, and that was the first singles match that I had. After I had came out of a little short break from professional wrestling, and I came back and we went in and we tore it up. It was like we never, ever, never stopped wrestling against each other. It was a great feeling.
You guys are old friends, too.
Yes, indeedy. We used to wrestle a lot in Combat Zone Wrestling, and I'd like to think that Shane and I brought each other up to different levels, and brought ourselves to the level that we're at today to be high performers in our profession, and it's just great,
Gotcha. We are going to keep moving on to the signing. This next one goes out to Sean Hired in the United Kingdom, Sutherland. He wants you to write to Sean, SHAUN, and a message of your choice. And we're going to burn through about 5, 6, 7, 8 more of these real quick. We're going to speed round this one. You good with that, Rich?
Oh, yes, indeed. Bam.
All right. This next one will be going to Scott Chenoweth in Palmetto, Florida. Where's Palmetto? You're first in the state of Florida.
Well, I live here. I don't know anywhere. Because when I moved to Florida, I was just always on the road. I still use a GPS 5 minutes like down the street from where I live, because if I make the wrong turn, I'm lost. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm like the little girl clicking my heels, asking to go home. What was that movie? Goddago, there's no place like home.
The Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. I'm her. I'm freaking Dorothy out here. Like, oh, please, I don't know where I'm at. I'm lost. Oh, God, somebody help me. Where's the deck? Nah, yeah.
He wants you to write to Scott, SCOTT, and he wants you to put the champ. You can put Impact World Champ. You can put the champ. It's up to you, man.
No, I'm going to put the champ.
And he wants to know who or what inspired you to become a professional wrestler.
You know, it's a very hard thing to answer, because there's so many guys that influenced me. I definitely would like to say, as a child, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, the one that I shall not name to be named, and I'm pretty sure you guys all know that guy. But
I mean, he was seriously one of the best technical wrestlers in history.
One of the best wrestlers. Dean Malenko, Psychosis, those guys, they definitely inspired me to do Too Cold Scorpio, who I'm about to be wrestling in about, 10 hours at like 2 o'clock in the morning. But
for the culture.
Yeah, yo. That's definitely a huge match for me, because he is a guy that, inspired me when I was a child. I'll never forget, when that music video came out and him and Marcus Alexander Bagwell were teaming up, and I'd be in the house in the apartment all day, and my mom be talking about, shut up, in the apartment talking about, hey, Too Cold Scorpio, hey, Too Cold Scorpio, hey, what we gonna do? We gonna step. Yeah, I had that, all of my mind, but man, those guys, like, they just totally, all of them all together, they molded me into the wrestler that I am. Like, every single aspect from those guys, like, I use something from them,
Damn right. All right, we're gonna move on. This goes to Kane Pierce. It's Kane.
So then this is the guy that just asked about.
No, the person before, it was Scott Chenoweth.
Okay, sweet.
Scott Chenoweth was who asked you about who your biggest inspiration
I
was.
already signed that too. Yep.
All right, this one's going to go to Kane Pierce in London, United Kingdom. Kane, like that guy, like Kane.
That's gotta be Kane.
And he just wants you to sign to Kane and your name. All right.
I'm gonna tell your secret, Undertaker.
This next one is going to Karen Garrison in 96, South Carolina. Here's the thing. She doesn't want a personalization, so that you can put whatever you want.
Okay.
So write whatever you want for the personalization.
Thank you. And am I putting her name as well?
Oh, okay. He's going to be nice. He's adding your name to it. She didn't ask for it, but he's going to put your name on it.
Bam.
There we go. Karen Garrison.
Karen Garrison.
All right, moving on. Here we go. This beautiful picture of you playing the guitar They just want a regular standard signature, Mr. Swann.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
He went to go unplug his amp, by the way, guys, because it was feedback since it was silent. But he just wants your regular signature to Mark Martinez in Victoria, Texas. Oh, he signed it to Mark. So to Mark, you're getting it personalized to yourself, dude.
Bam.
All right, we're gonna plow through one more before we ask another question.
Yes, indeed.
They want it to. This is going to Austin Pierce in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, heck yeah.
He wants you to write to Austin, Austin, Impact World Champ. And now we've talked about this for who do you like to wrestle, but all time, who is your dream opponent? Like where you're like, if you could resurrect someone from the dead or get them out of retirement and put them in their prime, you take on anybody. Who's the dream match?
Damn, so I'm getting too cold tonight.
So you're asking for Too Cold in his prime?
Oh no, I ask for too cold in any situation. But since that's already happening, I'd have to say more than anybody, man, that's hard. Probably, I'm gonna have to do another toss-up, man. It'd probably be between three people: Rey Mysterio, Christian, or AJ Styles.
Those are three completely different game plans, three completely different types of matches.
Yes, indeedy. Yes,
So while you signed this one to Yvette Burns in Johnstown, PA, she wants it to Yvette and Nick. I'm going to hold that for you so you can see how to spell it. Yvonne. Well, Vaughn, I'm bad with names, y'all. I can barely freaking read or talk or do anything else. I can just hang out with people and chit chat. To Yvonne and Nick. And they say that you are one of their favorite wrestlers of all time.
I appreciate that.
So tell us about these three dream matches with three of your favorite wrestlers of all time.
Man, I just have to say, like Christian, because I feel like he was always underutilized. I thought that he was always one of the greatest wrestlers that I'd ever seen. And I would love to have the opportunity to learn from Christian, to have the opportunity to, get in there with him. Rey Mysterio, because like I said before, he's one of the first guys that I seen who was a smaller guy and would go in there, and no matter the size, no matter the difference, he would always go in there and just blow my mind. Man, and who's the last guy that said?
You said Christian, Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles.
But
Which, by the way, Christian could happen when you unify a professional wrestling.
Possibly can. I'd say AJ Styles because he's another guy who I saw who was a smaller guy, and he definitely inspired me. He revolutionized some of the things that you could do in professional wrestling with certain aspects of his agility and his ability, and I always wanted to mock that and mimic that and try to have that come across as well with the personality. And that's like where Christian comes in. He's always had the personality, whether it's comedy, whether it's being serious, whether it's being exactly whether it's being, he can be any role, and that's something that I wanted, to have come across in my career.
Gotcha. Well, we've come to the moment. Put in the comments, sold Rich Swann Funko, $75. This is a hard card item. I told you I was going to make this come out of nowhere. Like this, there was going to be no warning. It was just going to happen.
Yes,
Josh's timeline is king. So Josh is the person shouting them out. So if you don't like it, talk to Josh. Not me, not Rich, Josh.
Does not care.
Josh said he doesn't care. His
not.
timeline is still okay.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. But once again, we only have a limited amount of these. We have 9 of them. So if you would like it, type in sold Rich Swann Funko $75. And I'm going to put it right here in front of that so the fans at home can take a good hard look at it. Big Steak, is that a good shot of that? They're not even watching the show. Our producers are like outside doing something.
Hey, it's all good though, you know, because we run this, baby. Okay, no, I don't really run this. I don't know a damn thing about electronics. I'm gonna be honest.
Swann, you're about to unify all of professional wrestling.
Hey.
I don't. You can do whatever you want. At
But
this
would
rate.
you know what I'm saying? Would you want a honest world champion or a liar, somebody that's gonna lie to you? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% straight up. I don't know a dang thing about this technology and how the ins and the outs go of doing this. So I'm just right here. I'm the body. I'm the guy. I'm the athlete sitting and entertaining, baby.
Gotcha. Now, Josh, have we sold a Funko so far? Do we have a name?
Yeah, we only have 2 left, guys.
Oh, we've only got 2 Funkos
Now,
left.
Once we get through these names, we're going to explain how this is going to work, folks, to sign it live. So the names that I have so far are Joseph Gonzalez.
Joseph Gonzalez. Actually, you say their names since.
Joseph Gonzalez,
Chris Cap.
Chris Cap,
Sharon Spano.
Sharon Spano,
Mark Martinez.
Martin Martinez,
Tyree Davis.
Tyree Davis,
John Fox.
John Fox,
And Richard Reese. I have 2 left.
Richard Reese.
Alright, so how we're going to
And
do
we
this,
got 2
folks,
left, baby.
is that you will be invoiced in the next 5 minutes. And if you need to pay that invoice, he will sign it on camera once you've paid your invoice. If you don't pay by the end of the show, we are banning you the rest of WrestleCon weekend.
No!
Oh,
so
God.
once again, guys, we are about to invoice you. Those who have bought this beautiful Funko for $75, we are going to invoice you almost immediately. Please put what you would like.
No, he's just going to write, can you hand, the same.
yep.
He's gonna put
Party all night long.
that stuff kicked in.
No, that's the turbo.
Oh, god dang. Oh,
No,
okay.
we will put a personalization on there. Either way, if you do not pay your invoice immediately, you will not be able to buy anything for the rest of WrestleCon.
Right
Even
now.
if you show up at this building, we will kick you out.
Out. Like a super kick.
Tanya McIntosh picked one up.
Uh-oh, one more left,
What
baby.
was her name?
Tanya McIntosh. Tanya McIntosh.
I love you, bro. I really want you to know that. That's not even a joke. So one of the first times I met this guy, I had just gotten in and I knew who he was, but I didn't realize the level that he was on. So we're just sitting there backstage at a show, just chit chatting, go outside, hang out, still just chit chatting. We do all of our segments, go back, hang out, eat dinner with the gang, just chit chat. And then it was maybe 6 months later where people were like, dude, how do you know him, man? He's famous and stuff. And I'm like, I didn't even know that. I just thought he was just some dude who was just I was like, he's
cool,
well,
man.
yeah, it's oh no, he's in the business, I'm in the business, we're just cool. But little did I know, he had already done 50 million tours of Japan. He was already the international superstar that he was. And I was that's how it works out sometimes where you just vibe with people and that's how it goes.
And my thing is I don't look at myself as a celebrity or some type of idol or anything like that, because I just feel if my forearm gets cut and yours does, we both bleed the same color red. So you know what? You might as well treat everybody the same, because I'll tell you now, the people that you see on the way up are the people that you're going to see on the way down. And, you just might as well just go in and just be, like I was saying before, just be humble and just be cool to everybody, because there's no sense in losing that energy of being an asshole. It's just no sense in being an asshole.
None.
We are sold out.
All right,
Sold
who's the
out.
last name?
Stephen Coleman.
Stephen Coleman, I appreciate you.
Gotcha. We are all out of these limited edition, fully gimmick Rich Swann Funko
Tell people
Pops.
check their emails pronto.
Please check your email, maybe even your spam folder, guys. Come on. Check your email address that is listed with your highspotsauctions.com account.
Yes, indeed.
Now, we're going to keep moving on to the signing. This one is going to Renee Miller in South Fallsburg, New York.
Oh,
she
that's
just wants your signature.
Okay.
I did that. I didn't even know my strength. This tablecloth is so slick that it's like the title doesn't want to stay up in the frame. Gotcha.
Bam, there we go.
And Renee wants to know, do you have any advice? You kind of hinted on this a second ago. Any advice for people coming up in the wrestling industry right now?
One thing that I've always been told was, you know, keep your ears open, your eyes open, your mouth shut, and just, you know, try to go in, put your nose to the grindstone. If you're not getting something the first time, don't be afraid to ask somebody to help you out, and, you know, just always just go in and put 120% into everything that this business has to offer you. And like I was saying, this business owes you nothing. Just be grateful. And, you know, the more you're grateful, the more you just go in and work hard, the more opportunities will come. And it's not going to come overnight. You know, it took me a good 8 years to get my first big opportunity. So it's just not going to come overnight. If it does, you know, good for you. And you're just going to be in a tough position at a tough time. But I'll tell you now, it's definitely something that you're going to work at for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I can't agree with you more on that. I'm gonna. What's the best way to prop this thing up so that they can see it at home? Because we really want to show off these championships. Like, we want the fans to see this, because we don't want to downplay the significance of what you have accomplished so far and what you are trying to accomplish here in the future.
If we do it.
So we really want to show off the man who you are and all of what you have accomplished.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
They actually asked me who I wanted for these shows, like, because all the High Spot staff gets to pick people. Like Josh picked Brody King. A couple of other people, like Michael Elliott picked Jimmy Valiant, who spoiler alert, guys. But no, we all get to pick people, and you and Sue were my picks because I was like, hey, two of my favorite people in this whole industry. Genuinely glad I got to meet you. So, like, I wanna show off like you're the freaking man now, man, and you're about to be even more the man.
I appreciate you.
This one's going to John Harvey in Rockwell, North Carolina. He would like you to write to John. It'll be in the frame. So see, look, they can see it up there.
See it on that
they can
one.
see
yes,
it.
Indeedy.
To John.
Jon or J?
John.
Okay.
And you've already answered this, so he wants to know what a favorite match of yours is. You've talked about your time at Impact. You talked about your time with Strickland. You talked about future matches that you haven't had yet tonight that will be your favorite matches. So we're going to talk about what's a favorite match that you just enjoy watching. Like, you're trapped on a desert island. You're trapped with only one wrestling match to watch. What's the match you're trapped there with? I'm going to say mine, Goldberg versus DDP from Halloween Havoc. That story just was, to me, I love that match.
Man. Damn. Just one?
Just one.
Oh,
that's what makes it tough.
Because there's so many matches where I'm like, oh. Oh my God. I'd probably have to go with Stone Cold and Bret Hart from WrestleMania 13 because of the story leading up to, if you put the letter S in front of Hitman, that's my exact opinion of Bret the Hitman Hart. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know, the reason why they call him Stone Cold is because his stones are so cold, he won't come out here and fight me like a man. He's just a filthy hyena. Come WrestleMania, I'm going to put him in the sharpshooter. I ain't tapping. You'll never see me quit.
If you've never watched that video package, that was the video package, so you guys know.
If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, that's my exact opinion of Bret Hart.
Why did he have to pause in between it? Well, he wanted you to know. He wanted you to hear every single thing. No, but yeah, probably that match. The story, the blood, the Austin passing out and then waking up and stunning referees. Ken Shamrock looking jacked as a mother sucker, like more jacked than Brett and Austin combined. I was like, why isn't this guy a wrestler? Hold on.
That was a great answer. I love that answer. And I loved every part of the answer because we got the whole story. This next one's going to Jonathan McCollier in Lowell, Massachusetts. He wants you to write to Jonathan, Impact Champion.
Yes, indeedy.
Hey, Tommy,
Yes, sir.
can you help me out? Sharon Spano. I need an account email because she is not on file.
Sharon Spano, I'm sure I've heard that name before.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know what her high school name is.
So please reach out to the High Spots page
In the feed.
in the feed
Do not put messages.
with what? With what, Josh?
Just, I need what her email is for High Spots Auction.
What your email is for High Spots Auctions. Once we see it, delete it so no one emails you ever again.
Yes.
That except for us. We only want to email you. We're being bad right now. We're just saying no, we want to be the only people to email you guys. This next one is going to Taylor Wheeler in Kunawa, Wisconsin. He wants you to write to Taylor, Taylor. All right.
Deal.
Alright, thank you, Sharon.
All right, Sharon, thank you so much. All right.
Gracias, amigo.
All right, we got one more here. This is going, we're going to change up the pin color. We got a blue.
Uh-oh.
This is going to Tina McIntosh, Tania. She wants you to write to Tania and some sort of personal message. And Tina is in Sutton, Surrey, United Kingdom. Any good UK stories?
Oh, man. I tell you now, me and Ricochet, I didn't finish up. Myself and Ricochet and Wuhan Nation, who is now known as Apollo Crews, we used to go out and we used to legit, like, when we say party all night long, we mean it. Like at that time when we were coming out to that, it was not a gimmick. It was not a front. We were partying all night from the time we left the venue to the time we got to the next venue. We were partying.
And he's not kidding. There was a convention, one of the last conventions me and you got to attend together, where we hung out the whole time, and it became just a party for the whole weekend. And yeah, so I like when the old Rich shows up, just once in a while, not all the time, but once in a while the old Rich rears his face, and it's like, oh snap, he's here tonight.
Ready to party! Is this energy drink mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
Oh, snap, and I can drink this on camera, that's alright?
Yeah, you can have at it.
Let me make sure...
we're not going to blur out the logo like a 90s rap video. We're not going to do that.
Keep the bang... Oh, damn, I said it. No on the camera.
Yeah, see, now we got to get a bag sponsorship.
Like, let me cover it up and just say the name.
Yeah.
Oh, idiot.
Now Bang is gonna hopefully sponsor this show. Sign It Live, sponsored by Bang Energy Drinks.
And I'm trying not to cough. It's not that cough.
It's not. No, we all got tested before we got here.
I just got a little bit of phlegm in my chest. You know those times when you swallow the spit and it go down the wrong. And I'm trying to. And I don't want to be up on here coughing like a maniac so people can judge me, talk about get the vaccine and stuff like that. Hey, calm down.
You said the word phlegm, and that makes me want to puke.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
All right. Do we have most of the people with their Funkos?
If you want to do the turnbuckles.
Gotcha. All right, we're going to move on to the beautiful turnbuckle pads. I'm going to lay this down on the table because the turnbuckle pads take up a whole lot of space.
Indeedy.
Okay. All right, Rich. I just got to know if you could book any match between any two wrestlers, one from right now, one who you know, someone who you know, versus someone from the past who is either no longer active or no longer with us in this realm of life.
I got one.
What's your dream match to
here,
watch?
Right here, off the top of the dome. Jordan Oliver versus Trent Acid.
Yo!
Bro.
Okay.
That would be, that
Okay.
match would be fire.
That would be up there with like you versus like Reckless Youth.
Yeah,
Where it'd be like,
yeah.
okay, I could get with this.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to work with him? I've both of them. Both of them.
Yeah, I got to work with both of them. That's why I'm like, you know what? That's because I've thought about that. Because I on my 2K game, I downloaded so many old school CZW guys and so many new guys.
Wait, we're gonna time out real quick. We're gonna take 2 minutes for Rich to fantasy book. So just enjoy this. This is how Rich Swann is booking a dream program. So keep in mind, these could be active wrestlers, these could be retired wrestlers. This is just Rich Swann's dream wrestling program.
out of everybody and yo, bro. But just all right. Seeing how Jordan Oliver's style is and getting to wrestle him at his age, he is so advanced and so like ready to be a TV star. And one guy that was always like that was Trent Acid. And when I was fortunate enough to have, time being trained under Trent and getting to work with Trent on shows and stuff like that, I can see that same type of drive in Jordan. And Trent was so damn good. I mean, like, so good to where he could have been anywhere at any point in time. And just thinking about the moves that they both do, they would mesh so well. And thinking about the counters and stuff. And also, like I said, I'm a big video game big video game nerd, big video game wrestling nerd, Mark. And I've had that match before, and it was fire.
So we're gonna divert from that story. One of my favorite stories of all time from any wrestling show that I was a part of was there was a match between you and Lodi.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So since we're talking about video games, this is probably the best opening spot to any match I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yes.
Rich pulls out an N64 No Mercy video game after the bell rings.
Revenge.
Or, I'm sorry, it was WCW versus NWO Revenge.
Yes, sir.
At the start of the match, right after the bell rings, and goes, Lodi, stop. You're on this game. Please sign this copy for me.
It's the copy that I've had since I was younger, too. Like
They were at the show together. They saw each other at some point throughout the day.
It had to be during the match. And I didn't tell him either.
Didn't tell him.
Didn't tell him.
Didn't tell anybody. Just reached into his tights and pulled it out.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? You want to talk about ribs? I got one for you. What you going to do in the middle of the ring? Huh? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to say no? You going to kick me in the gut? Huh? You going to give me the eye rake, the good old finger poke to the eyes, huh? Or you going to sign it in front of those people? He was supposed to be a good guy, so what are you going to do, Lodi? Huh?
Well, he did sign it, and of course, you still have that. You still have that.
Of course.
All right, we're going to keep moving on with this signing. This one's going to Tyree Day. Oh, we're at the main event, guys. I forgot. Turnbuckle pad time. These are the big boys. People love these things.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to start it off with the first one for Tyree Davis in Laveen, Arizona He's got a picture too. He would like for you to write Impact World Champ hashtag CYHI.
CYHI.
HI. Yep. And that's it. And then you just got to sign it.
All right.
If you want to put to Tyree, you can. You're always more than welcome, Rich. It's TYRE. All right. Tyree also got a Funko Pop. What color are we going to go with on this one?
Pink pen. And you just write his tagline with his name, please.
Yes.
All right. And we're going to have you sign on the front. And then, yeah, your tagline on the side, please. And if you don't mind, just here we go. We're going to move that out the way so you can slide it up a little bit so they can see it on the camera. There we go. All right. Can you handle this? Hashtag CYHI. All right, and Tyree's got one more thing. I'll take this off your hand, sir. If you don't mind handing me that big blue paint pen right there.
The big boy. The shaky boy.
All right, and we're going to have you sign it. And what was the inscription again, y'all? What are we putting for this inscription?
Can you handle this?
No, it's party.
Oh,
It was
Turbo. Sorry, I thought you
Yeah.
were Funko. Sorry.
it was a party
Party all night.
party all night.
Nice.
Make sure it matches all of them, please.
Yep.
And thank you everyone for paying. We had no issues.
Yeah, thank everyone
Thank
for
you so
paying
much.
on time.
Thank
all
you
right,
so much.
can I get my producer over here to take all of this, please? I need my producer.
He's coming. This first time.
Gotcha. Here we go. And make sure that turnbuckle pad
This is
doesn't get
first
smudged.
time on the job, baby. Oh yeah.
Sit back in the back.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, we got some good looking girls. Oh yeah.
And once again, this will be Party All Night. This is going to Frank Fierro in Yonkers, New York.
Yonkers, good old place where Tommy Dreamer is from.
And Frank also picked up a Sue Young turnbuckle pad. Sue will be on hopefully at 7 p.m. Once again, she has been sighted in the building. Nobody knows which Sue the Rich, seriously. I'm sure you had to have seen her at some point today.
We came down. I remember the last time I talked to the version of Sue that I know. You know, we came down. I know I came down in a separate car. I don't know if she flew down on some type of, witch's broom. As Sue Young, I don't know if she came down in a Cadillac.
Did you just say witch's brew or a Cadillac?
Yeah, witch's broom. Because Sue Young evil. She got the damn 666 star on her damn body and stuff, and then her paint and all that other stuff. I don't mess with that. Jesus is the one. Or Susie, coming down on, a nice Uber or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what Susie would be in, but
Susan would use an Uber Black.
Susan has a limo service, like the car service gimmick. You know
Like
what
the
I'm
town
saying?
cars and stuff?
Yeah, the town and country cars, those gimmicks, you know what I mean?
This one's going out to Keaton Schaefer here in the great state of Florida, out in Lakeland.
Oh, you know what? I think I know this Keaton.
Keaton Schaefer in Lakeland, Florida.
I think I know Keaton.
Keaton, put in the comments if you know Rich or if Rich knows you. Have you met Richard Swann? A person who one time saw one version of Sue Young flying a broomstick, apparently.
Hey.
Or driving a Cadillac, which would be
I'm
amazing.
just saying.
Does it have rims on it?
Oh, the biggest.
All right, Mr. Producer Man. That was that all the turnbuckle pads? We're good.
No, there's some there.
Oh, okay. Here we go. We're just gonna keep this rolling.
Let's keep it rolling. Keep squeezing, squeezing, demon.
Is there any way you could fit in Kevin Nash starts at 9:15, sign it live?
Kevin Nash, the signing up, 9, the 15, signing up, the sign up, signing live now. Boom, 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 boom. 9:15, 9:15 with your dreams. To throw it up, to throw it all up like. Oh, why am I doing the Power Rangers?
The people at home are so confused by what's happening right now. Either that or they're vibing with it. They're like, yeah, man. Oh shit, he's feeling it.
Yo, he doing the.
Eventually we got comments that's like, I think the feed's messing up.
Yeah. Is there something wrong with the audio? No, he's just vibing, guys. This is not the Michael regular version of the show. Keep it open.
You wanted that advertisement for Kevin Nash at 9:15, baby. Sign it live. You gonna get that the beatbox style, daddy.
The other reason why Michael had me host is because he knows that we have a rapport. He was worried that he wouldn't be able to keep up with you.
Really?
He's an old man, dude. He's like 70, 80 years old.
I know how to range, how hard. Oh, excuse me, how hard I go when I party. You know what I'm saying?
See, they had me hang out with you because they know that we can hang out and that we'll keep it together. We'll hold it together for the camera.
Like glue, gorilla glue.
Like the minute this thing goes off the air, the whole set will fall apart. You know that, right?
It's over.
Someone's actually. We don't even have a tripod holding the camera up. It's just some guy with a very steady arm. It's crazy.
Yeah, thank you, by the way.
He has hairy palms as well. That's why his arms are so sturdy,
You know what I'm saying?
Hairy palms is that means something way dirtier than it's an old people expression for giving yourself an old fashioned.
Ooh.
See, this is how we get around this by not talking about anything actually wrong. We use broad terminology that only certain people understand.
W.
Let everybody know that we have the 3 main characters of Talking Shop at 10 a.m. on Saturday on this program. They are not going to bed Friday night because of the partying that they are doing and coming straight here at 10 a.m.
Are we talking about Barry Winded?
Nope, no, we're talking about...
No. What are there? Barry Winded, we got Tubby Belcher, and we got JJ Grillin, their manager.
The show ponies.
They're called the Show Ponies.
All show, no meat.
Yeah.
Damn.
All show, no meat. Coming to a town near you.
But until that time, Sex Ferguson.
Wait, Josh, get on the screen for a sec. Rich, this is Josh.
We met.
Get in the center. Tell the fans at home because I'm not going to remember all this.
All right, so Saturday, guys. Let me go through all the programming that we have. Courtesy of Rich and Sue coming in to be the first guest that we have. Thank you so much.
Wait, can we get a little background music with this? Can we get a background music while he?
All right.
Oh, I thought you were going to beatbox for a second. I thought you were going to finish the beatbox.
I'm going to do them both. Oh, shit.
Okay.
I've never done this. All right, so guys, here we go. So then tonight, we have Kevin Nash that you've already said. Thank you so much.
9:15.
Tomorrow, starting at 5 o'clock, we're going to have, Jay White, Bullet Club.
Jay White?
From the Bullet Club. Then after that, we're going to have 6 X-Pac, Sean Waltman, whatever you want to call him at the time.
The 1, 2, 3 kid.
And 2-time
1,
Hall of
2, 3
Famer.
kid, right?
Yeah. Then on Saturday, we're starting off at 10 a.m. with Talking Shopomania, Sex Ferguson, Chad Too Bad, and I forgot his name, but Rocky Romero.
That's that Bullet Club song.
Wait, you don't like those guys very much because they associate with the person who you're about to kick their face in.
I mean, I like their song.
Then after that, we have Joey Janela. Yeah.
That dude, Joey Jantel.
Joey Jantel.
That mama boy. He is a mama boy, y'all.
Then after that, guys, after we have Joey Janela, we have Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Is he giving out
One of
haircuts?
Hogan's boys?
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
coming to
I'm
hang
talking
out.
about.
He's coming to hang out. Then we're gonna finish the whole program on Sunday morning with none other than Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
Big Sarge.
Yep.
Okay.
So guys, pay attention to us all weekend long. Seth, I know, is going to be wandering around the convention, showing you some live video throughout on the feed, and I'm sure we'll have Tommy. And we want to thank Rich and so much for coming out. So thank you, sir. I'm gonna let you guys get back to that.
Yeah,
'cause
we're
still got
gonna
stuff.
we're gonna
Thanks,
finish
buddy.
up the show. We still got a couple of more items to sign, you guys. Before you put on the mask, come over here and get your face on camera for a second. Come on, Sleaze, come get over here for a second. Get your face on. You got to get behind us, buddy. Get behind us. Tell the world your name. Tell them all hi.
Hey, what's going on? Name's Sam. Nice to see you guys.
All right, now get out the shot so Sleaze can get in the shot. You keep rolling through, buddy. Just keep rolling through.
What's up, guys? It's my birthday. Take it easy.
Happy birthday to Sleaze. All right. All right, Rich, if you don't mind, we're going to finish up these last few items.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, yes.
We have
Oh, we got more turnbuckles.
more turnbuckle pads for you to sign.
Last two.
Last two, my friend.
The last two.
Can production put his guitar somewhere? Okay, never mind. He's got it.
Oh, I got that.
You gotta be careful with that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, double axe, baby. Double
Yeah,
axe.
that's custom.
Is that a Led Zeppelin style double axe?
You know. I don't believe it's lead, but
Wait. Okay, guys. So I got an idea. We've been reading the comments section.
oh, this one?
He's in the room. Don't talk about it.
Why not? It's up
Tom.
to you. Oh, Michael's here. Everyone be cool.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Michael's here. Everyone be cool.
This is the last one I got of this version. Damn.
If you pay $1,000 right now, $1,000, you will be invoiced. The shirt that he's wearing will be yours.
That's a steep price. I'm just saying.
$1,000. Last Rich Swann shirt that he has.
American dollars.
American, y'all. No, we actually have a tradition. The fans are very weird, and they want the shirts off people's backs, so they normally ask to buy the shirts off people's backs on these
So
things.
if I was gonna sell this shirt off my back, this is the last one I got. I don't never ever like asking the company for a free one because I know it costs money.
What's the
I'd
bare
say-
minimum?
I'd say-
bare minimum.
$200
$200 is
for
the
the shirt
minimum.
off my back.
Starting right now. That is the starting bid. Shirt off his
sorry.
back. If you don't want it, you don't want it. If you do, you do.
Because I like this shirt.
He loves that shirt.
It is one of my favorite shirts. You know what I'm saying? And
All right, we're gonna get
do away with
to.
this.
We're getting to the end here. You're gonna get this beautiful pink pen. All right, this first one's going out to Keith Spano. So go ahead and sign it on the front. And what was the side inscription, guys?
Can you handle it?
Can you handle it? See, normally I have to remember these things, but being on screen with you, I don't have to remember stuff. I just have to read from the paper.
Because, man, it's always easy with me.
Yeah,
It's just flowing like water.
that's what happens when you know how to work, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
work, kid.
This next one's going out to Stephen Coleman
Steven,
in Brooklyn, New York.
from Brooklyn. Are you from the Red Hook section of Brooklyn? Because my man Taz is from there.
What's your favorite Taz match?
Him versus Bam Bam.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
he freaking gives him the freaking half it or not half it, have the T-bone off the stage. Well, not only right through, the T-bone off the stage where Taz knocks his head on the guardrail straight to the floor. I don't know how he finished the rest of the match.
Finish the match.
Yeah.
Finish the
Went
match.
through the stage in the ring. Like, yo, bro, how much can you do in one match?
When they went through the ring in their rematch, even though we had seen the spot, I still lost my mind when he crawls out of the ring, and that's how he's declared the victor. It's just the crawl out the ring, and that's match is over. He's won just because he got out of the ring.
He did it. He did that. He
Yeah.
won. Bam Bam's not alive under that.
Taz was a bad man.
He's bad.
Yeah, he's a bad MFer. This one's going to Tana McIntosh in the United Kingdom. She already got a picture that will be sent out later at some point. She got a personal message on it from you. All right, this next one is going out to John Fox.
John Fox.
In Hemorrhage, Tennessee.
Any relation to A.R. Fox?
Put it in the comments, John Fox. If you were related to A.R. Fox, please let us know. Any good A.R. Fox memories? I know you guys have worked each other.
Oh, so much. I'd probably have to say, man, he's up there with one of my favorite people to wrestle. Me and him, we had a match in Miami, Florida, WrestleMania weekend. It was the first time The Rock wrestled John Cena.
Once in a lifetime, twice in a lifetime.
Yeah, they lied. You know they lied. You knew they lied. Man, that was the best match me and Fox had ever had against each other. Still one of my favorite to this day.
All right. And this is going out to Joseph Gonzalez. Joseph also has a question. Rich Swann, where is the best place to get a steak dinner in the world? Where's the best place to get a steak dinner?
Japan.
Name a restaurant. Where? If you're going anywhere in the world to get a steak dinner, what restaurant is Rich Swann going to?
I don't know, because Matsunaga Steakhouse is just as good as Ribera's Steakhouse.
You heard it here first, guys.
You get a jacket from both. Talking to one of the producers, you get a jacket from both Matsunaga and from Ribera. I had both of them at one time. I still got a Ribera jacket, but man, I'd have to say probably Matsunaga Steakhouse over Ribera, because it was just so good. They give you a plate of steaks and with the butter melted on it, and then the plate of rice, and it's just like, oh, this is good. The steak melts in your mouth. All right, I can't start talking about that because I'm starting to get hungry.
All right, well, we're going to keep moving on then, so we'll stop talking about food for a second and keep you unhungry. This one's going out to Richard Reese in Fredericksburg, VA. Richard wants to know, outside of, you've already talked about the Rascals and their success. Mm-hmm. Not just in Impact, but who are some of the best young talents, or talents that just didn't get their shine, who people need to start looking into now?
I'd say Jason Cade. I'd say...
That guy's an asshole! Yeah. Oh my gosh!
He's an asshole, but he's my tag partner. I'd say, man, young guys now that really, it's hard because a lot of young guys are actually getting a lot of opportunities on TV. Like one guy that I used to see a lot, who's now has a great opportunity, is Chris Bay.
Yes, Dashing Chris Bay, man, yeah, dude, that kid is so amazing.
He's amazing,
and he's a good spirit too.
Exactly.
He's like got a good heart. He's a good person.
Exactly, and I see him as another guy who's gonna make a lot of money and a lot of fans and a lot of connections in this business if he keeps the right head, the same head that he has.
Who are some other people that the fans should probably just look out for? Like maybe some people who you met in your travels who you were like, man, this person was such a great talent. I don't know why they never got their shine and shit like that, you know?
Like Tony Deppen is a guy who, he just came out and he's now starting to get recognition and more time to show what he's about with his Ring of Honor travels now. Casey Navarro is another kid who I believe who has that factor that you can find any little thing about him that you could attach yourself to him, or you could be like, oh, this kid, he's an a-hole. I don't like him, blah, blah, blah. He's got those factors that can make people find the connections, Man, who's another guy?
Can I say a name? You don't know this kid. There's a guy from the DMV named Lucky Ali who I think everyone should look out for. I'm gonna send you some of his work.
I'm gonna check
Like
him out.
his promo game is on point. His matches are fire. He just did the Eddie Kingston Grindhouse show, and main evented that against John Davis, which you can probably find on our network sometime soon. Eventually, maybe, probably,
That's what's
hopefully.
up. That's what's up.
But yeah, we're gonna keep moving on. We've got the last item of the show, the last Funko Pop. By the way, we're a little bit early, so you get to play music for 5 minutes on air.
Oh, snap.
As long as it's nothing copyrighted, just freestyle music, you get 5 minutes to close out the show. So we're going to send this last Funko Pop to Chris Capillari, whatever. Chris Cap. I'm bad with names, guys. I can, once again, barely read, write, talk, or anything. In Farmington, Minnesota.
Why did you just say that most?
Minnesota, gee golly darn, don't you know? Part of that Minnesota wrecking crew. You versus Kurt Hennig would be a match.
Oh, man, that'd be crazy.
Dude.
Mr. Perfect, I don't know if I could keep up, bro.
Just selling and selling and selling and selling. All right, guys, we're coming to the end of the show. Do not forget, 7 p.m., Su Yung. Some version of Su Yung. We don't know. Once again, you guys think we're doing this anticipation thing. We're not. As he sung a song about Sue is Sue. She does whatever she wants to do. And at 9:15 tonight, Sign It Live, another one of these with Big Sexy, Oz, Diesel, Vinny Vegas, Kevin Nash. All right, guys, I am the guru, Tommy Thomas, here with the future unifier of all of professional wrestling, your Impact World Champion. I'm touching it. I know, that's enough. Rich Swann. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Rich is going to play us out for a little while. Tune back in tonight at 9 or 7. Tune back in tonight at 7. I almost had it. Botched the ending.